What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And I'm back live right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. Man, I got some Detroit folks in the building. It's lit, okay? We done bought the D to iLLANOiZE, and it's just period. Why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hey, what up, though? This your boy Chise, representing 3269 as always. D-Boy.
What up, though? iLLANOiZE, it's your girl P-Dot. What's poppin'?
What up, though? B-Scarb, a.k.a. Real Name No Gimmicks, holding it down. ASAR, Varsity Music in the building.
Hey, let's get in. Y'all hit them accents, you know.
Do
the accents. Yes. Especially Chaz, he instantly sound like Detroit. You came in like the Martin intro. When Martin, he had the whole D thing in the building.
Yeah.
Man, it's good to have y'all out here. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, that's my second home.
Man, it's good to be here.
Y'all like family. We neighbors.
Yeah, we cousins.
Right, period.
Family
y'all know? Cousin. And so I seen you guys were doing a Midwest takeover. So tell me a little bit about that. What inspired that? How did y'all actually get that up and running and start doing that?
Well, just trying to get their brands and faces known outside of Detroit. Having touched these different markets personally over the last 30 days, there's a lot of similarities between the underground scenes in the Midwest and what we got going in Detroit. I would say we slightly a little bit ahead of the curve in Detroit, just with the number of platforms that we have in terms of outlets for media, our showcase and open mic scene, the number of promoters that we have, and just what we do. But Detroit is very, what's the word I want to look for? Competitive. So we got a lot of people that's kind of operating in silos. And for the most part, over the last 3 to 5 years, individually and collectively, they both have done almost everything in the city. So it's trying to like spread their wings and tap some new terrain. So.
Okay, and where have y'all visited so far?
Definitely here, Chicago. We've been to Cleveland, Indianapolis, Gary, back home to Detroit. So we just been moving around the Midwest pretty much.
Okay. What's been your favorite city so far?
For me, I like here. I like it here.
Period.
I like it. When
Can't say nothing else. Look, we on the Ellis.
We did a Pump Up. It's called Pump Pump. It was a video we did here, and that was like last year after George Floyd had lost his life and everything was boarded up, shut down. But we was able to get our heroes chicken and stuff like that. We weren't really able to move around, but we still got love. And the time we just came, it was a few weeks ago. More open, more opportunities. We met a lot of people. It was all love. So, for me, it's a vibe. I love. And then me and my mom, we used to come here way before the music thing. We used to come every couple of weeks anyway. Shop, chill, kick it.
Okay.
Second home.
So you know a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Jazz?
Yeah, I've had the most fun so far in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Right answer.
Yeah, I got
at home. It just feel like we at home.
Yeah, I got people out in K-Town. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, out west 290.
Yeah. So,
look at me go in the back.
And it's always
town.
some good eating. It's always some good eating here. You know what I'm saying? We
fact.
had hit up Chicago home of chicken and waffles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait was kind of long, but it was worth it.
Per usual.
Yeah.
y'all got to check out Portillo's, man.
Yeah,
so
we definitely
Italian beef with everything extra cheese on it. Okay. Just like Herb said. Even though, I ain't fucking with
They do
right
chili
now.
and cheese there?
Yes, they do.
Okay, that's what's
They
up.
do. Yes, they do.
Somebody was telling us about Uncle Remus. They said it was better than Harold's. Is that true?
That is not true. That is a lie.
Oh.
But Uncle Remus is good.
We got to have a taste test.
Uncle Remus is good. We just had this argument. I had this argument with another artist like a couple weeks ago. But Uncle Remus is good. I just tried it for the first time. It's pretty. It ain't the Harold's. It's the sauce for me. They sauce is too sweet. Okay. That's why I said they're not better than Harold's. But depending on what Harold's you go to, it might be.
Gotcha.
All the Harold's ain't really him.
Say all the Harold's ain't Harold.
Got that special
all the Harold's
one.
ain't Harold.
Yeah.
Some of them Donalds.
There's a couple Harrys out there. There's a couple Harrys out there.
Speaking of food, Detroit got this restaurant that's known. I used to go all the time. Anytime I go in Detroit, it's only right for me to go to Coney Island. And I want to talk about Coney Island because you guys made a song about it.
Yeah.
But before we get into the song, I just want y'all to introduce Coney Island for, my Chicago people that don't know. Cause they be looking at me crazy.
Introduce a song.
Go to Detroit, go get some Coney Island. They what?
Different ones. It's all different ones. It's like
I'm
fleets.
One on every
block. Every block, for real. You got 24-hour ones. You got some that's good at breakfast. You got some that's good at lunch. You got some you just got to know. You got to tap in, and so we tell you which ones to go to. But Coney Island is pretty much just another way of saying what up, though, without saying what up, though. Let you know everybody know when we say what up, though, you from Detroit.
Yep.
But now it's like when you hear Coney Island, you know we talking about Detroit. So it's just a more clever way of just saying we from Detroit without saying we from Detroit.
Okay. And when you go to Coney Island, the actual restaurant, what you ordering? What they famous for?
Oh, they famous for their coney dogs and chili and cheese fries and things like that. Like it just depends where you go to. Like,
but if you like a Detroiter, 9 times out of 10, you either getting a corned beef. You either getting
corned beef on rye.
A lot of people they real big on they chicken salads. You know what I'm
With the
saying?
pita.
The chicken on pita, that's what I was finna say. That's
that,
what I grew to love at Coney Island.
And at breakfasts. Like
in
you
the
eat breakfasts
yeah.
any time of the day. Like when you get out the club 2:00 in the morning, you can grab you a good breakfast from out that mug, either some hash browns or some fresh toast.
And that famous
it's like a Waffle House in
Yeah.
Detroit. That's what I was trying to compare it to something that, I was trying to compare it to something in Chicago that I'm like, I don't know how to explain it to my friend. It's a restaurant. It's in every restaurant.
Yeah, it's just
what they sell. I'm like,
you compare them
food,
to. But as far as menus, no. Because Waffle House only got like 16, like 6 choices.
Yeah, that's true. But I was referencing Waffle House in the demand. It's like
right.
in Atlanta, especially in Atlanta.
Yep.
I definitely understand that. Yeah, I get that comparison.
Every corner.
Definitely.
So, that's what Coney Island give me those type of vibes.
And Waffle House actually need to take a couple ideas from us because a couple of them do need bulletproof glass. You know what I'm saying?
No lie.
A couple of them do
I ain't
need
gonna
that.
lie. They just shot up the one by my crib in Atlanta, and I live in Midtown, and I don't know what in the ghetto is happening with the people that is moving down there, but the Waffle House shut down. And I don't eat the shit anyways, but I seen they had got shot up. I'm like, damn. Shout out the college kids, Waffle House. Y'all just crazy.
No, they ain't having no consideration for the young and the restless.
People want to eat. Okay.
Like just those that just want to go get a meal and go back home. They ain't having no consideration for them.
Nah.
Speaking of Coney Island, though, so the song was inspired. So basically, y'all tried to make it like a slang.
It pretty much is. Just like I said, another clever way. Just playing with the words a little bit, not doing what everybody else is doing, not saying what everybody else is saying. A lot of artists out of Detroit got a lot of what up though songs. I even got one. I got a what up though song. It all hit different, but everybody got a what up though song because we know that what up though is something that we say when we greet each other. It's what up though. Hey, what up though? What up though? But now it's like Coney Island. You go anywhere, if they from Detroit and they moved anywhere else and they come back to Detroit, they're gonna tap in. With a Coney Island, it could be Grandy's, it could be Olympia, it could be
so how
Nikki
would you
D's.
say that in a sentence? Like, how would you use that in a sentence? Like, yeah, what up? Oh, no,
What up,
no,
though?
you can't say what up. So you're just, Coney Island.
Coney Island?
Yeah.
Meet me at Coney Island. Shoot.
Okay.
No, meet me at the Coney.
Meet me at the Coney.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all.
the Coney.
Y'all,
Like
the
we say,
Detroit
the
slang
Coney.
is so real.
We're a little lazy.
Pull up at the Coney.
We're a little lazy when we talk, so it's going whatever is easy. If you say the Coney, we like, okay, the one around the block or the one on 6 Mile, which one? We're a little bit lazy, but we swag our words though too. So
yeah, that's what I was
people
gonna
catch
say. I feel like it's such a swag. It's so simple, but it's in a swaggy way. Like you just said, meet me at the Coney. Like I could definitely hear that.
A lot of business be transpired in that parking lot.
yeah, good or bad. You can you can run to somebody you ain't seen in years. You can run to somebody you're trying to run away from. You know what I mean? So just don't get caught lacking at the County.
You know
Goes
what?
down.
One time I was in Detroit and I seen the ghettoest shit ever. It looked fun
At the
though.
Coney?
Yes.
It's gonna be good.
I wasn't at the Coney.
Okay.
I was at the Coney. Actually, let me take that back. I was at the Coney, but it was a car wash across the street from the Coney. And
that's
at
normal.
the car wash, it was a motherfucking party. I had never seen that
that's
before.
normal.
It was
That's
a big
normal.
ass party at the car wash.
Yeah.
I was asking my cousin like, "What's going? What are they doing?" I'm
that's
gonna go over
normal.
there.
That's
like they
normal.
had the motorcycles out. It was motherfuckers over there barbecuing. I'm like,
There's some of everything
I don't
going
even want
on.
this food. I want want to see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So being from Detroit, I know you guys, it's close to Chicago, but it's such a different world down there. It's a lot of history down there. I was at the Motown Museum, and I was checking that out. But I am seeing more artists come out of Detroit. So I feel like Detroit is getting this recognition in a sense.
Appreciate that.
But a couple years ago, we wasn't seeing that. So how was that for y'all, being rising artists in Detroit and not having like the spotlight on y'all city per se?
For me, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't nothing that I focused or concentrated on, you know, because I just was in my position of where I was at the time, you know what I'm saying, and just trying to stay focused and pushing forward in my grind and just, you know, trying to learn the business aspect of the music industry and everything of that nature. But those had always been at the top of the chain. I've always, you know, watched and admired it from afar and had a high respect because that's where, you know what I'm saying, I want to be, I aspire to be.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, I appreciate, you know, the grind because I know what we're doing. We have to put in that work. And at their level, I know it's like 10 times more. I'm like, wow, you know, you got to really, really want it. You got to really be disciplined in your mind and in your ethics and everything. You know, it takes money, but it also is a part of your grind and your ethics to be able to make it to that pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people don't understand, like, oh, I want to do that, but really, you really, really want that? Do you really want to put it in the ground? Do you know what it takes to make it just to that part? Like, it takes a lot to even make it out of underground to get a little bit of recognition. You know what I'm saying?
You're constantly
working in your own city, and it's definitely harder in your own city. Excuse me, especially when people see you every day. The people that see you every day is not really gonna believe, like, oh really? Oh, you on the radio? Oh yeah, okay. They'll believe you when then they see you hit something big. They be like, dang, you really working. Like, it take a lot at home to get the respect. You know, we could come out here and we could work and, you know, networking with y'all, but at home, oh, you gotta grind, you gotta work. For them, they be like, okay, you rapping. Because it's like everybody is in music in Detroit. Everybody, but it's like
we birth at least like 2 million rappers a day.
Man, it's like on every street, no lie. He's not lying. Like every street you go on, you say you do music, it's gonna be 10 more people that's in the same room that say they do music too. But it's like, okay, that's cool, keep grinding, but it be like at a certain point you be like, okay, what level are you on? There's levels, and they got cliques, circles, like Scarb said, like it's unions and all of that stuff. Like you gotta definitely grind and put your deuce up in Detroit, especially if you're from there. Cause they not gonna believe you until you show them. Make them till you make them.
For sure.
Coney Island, like I know you was asking, it was like a lingo. It can be used that way, but conceptually, it's just showing our heritage and culture.
Okay.
So that was really more so what the collaboration was between them and them coming together and us pushing that as a content piece, is just showing our culture in the city. Because it's more than just a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? It's just Detroit, the overall feeling, the vibe, and everything that make us unique.
I can definitely contest to that because watching the video, I definitely just felt Detroit in the video. Like, you know what I'm saying? The video was a vibe for sure. So I could definitely believe when you say like y'all made that for the culture, because just being like watching the video for me and just knowing like, damn, like this is my second home. Like, yeah, this is really how Coney Island is. Like, they really in Coney Island kicking it. You know what I'm saying? They probably lit doing whatever they did, and the vibes just be right. Like everybody, even the conversations I've had in Coney Island, like I don't know why I remember them, but I've always had some good conversations with random people in Coney Island, and so I appreciated that.
Growing up as a kid,
about the video.
Them winos that'll be there that you'll catch there in the morning having their coffee and breakfast. Some of the best advice that still stick with me to the day came from them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they may not smell the best, but you feel me? They definitely got that knowledge.
You definitely get mad business opportunities out the Coney, like especially if you like into real estate, because you'll come across an electrician, a plumber, somebody that do something just by having breakfast and healthy conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Raider. barber, makeup artist. Somebody is gonna be promoting in there. Hey, I do this. Take my card. You know, I do this. Think about me when you want to do something. So
So you
a lot of
into
stuff.
somebody that can talk in Coney, you about to be there for it. Straight up.
Facts.
You gonna start off with a compliment like, I like them shoes, young dude.
Yeah,
You get
yeah,
them
it's
from?
going up from there.
Yeah. I've definitely had some long conversations in Coney Island. Waiting on food, like 30, 40 minutes waiting on food. We just talking. We just sitting.
Right.
I never sit in restaurants and talk. That's why I'm saying when I was watching the video, like, this is so very much so real. And I always tell my mom, like, we was in Chicago, we would not be standing in this restaurant waiting on this damn food. Like,
Be in the
we
car.
would be in the car.
And one thing,
Some spots you do gotta go ahead and order and get back in that car though. Real talk.
Some of those spots we be stopping at be the ones that be looking.
The spots that had the best food, you gotta wait in the car.
Yeah, I feel that.
so that's a secret. Like if you go to a Coney in the D and it don't have a bulletproof glass in there, get
It
out.
ain't good. The food not
They ain't
good.
cooking good in there.
Oh man,
Get out.
say they in the suburbs.
If you don't
somewhere. They out in
smell
Grosse
pine
Point.
sol coming from that flow, get out.
So,
If you don't see a wet caution sign somewhere,
Get out.
get
You
out.
don't see no roach.
Yeah, like get out.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And make sure y'all turn me up every Thursday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. right on iLLANOiZE Radio. I'm live, I'm lit. It's a drip with the Chocolate Baddie Show. It's Mary's music. And you know I'm bringing all the sauce. So turn me up. So growing up in Detroit, and I see here, P-Dot, like you've been doing a lot. As far as just doing shows and getting your name out there. And so what's some of the obstacles you had to overcome to actually, because we were just talking about like not being supported in your city. So what was some of the things that helped you get over those obstacles?
just music honestly don't leave me alone. Even if I want to quit, even I'll be like, I'm gonna take a break or whatever, no matter what obstacles I go through. Like even with the death of my mom when she passed away, I had a light writer's block for a minute, you know, but music has always been my outlet to get my stresses out. I could scream as loud as I want to. I could talk about whatever I want to talk. I could be whoever I feel like I want to be or whatever, you know, I could just be me, you know. Music has always been my outlet, but as obstacles, just being a woman, period. Just being a woman in a male-dominant industry where everybody top 5 is a man. Nobody want to take their hat off and salute a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like we just always inferior, you know what I'm saying? Like we just always looked at like we beneath, you know, a lot of the times. And that's what I'm tired of.
Yes.
So, and I'm also tired of just being looked at like, what's she, you know, every time a person see me for the first time, they wonder, they say, are you gonna sing or are you gonna rap? I'm like, I'm gonna rap. They automatically think I'm just gonna be on some bubble gum, red fish, 2 fish, 1 fish, blue fish type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nah, you know, or either they think I'm gonna be very promiscuous in my music just because that's what everybody else is doing. I'm like, no, I speak my reality, my world, you know, like either you with it or you're not, either you rolling with it or you're not. Like, this is me. I can't be nobody else. So, you know, that's the biggest obstacle is just being a female, period, in this.
Yes, I would agree. I feel
just a lot of fighting, a lot of proving, a lot of you know, you got to make them respect you. You got to make them respect you. A lot of people say, you know, you got such a pretty face, this and that. You got a shapely body. Let me see a little bit more of that. For what? Like, what you? I don't want to be known for that.
Right, you're not gonna tell your guy to walk outside with your shirt off.
I don't want to be known for street credibility. I don't want to be known for looks. I don't want to be known for street credibility, and I don't want to be known for popularity. I want to be known for my music. Period. Like, I don't care about nothing else because that's what even before the rap paid me, I was always in music. I was a poet first. I just wrote.
I could see that.
You know what I'm saying? I just was writing stuff and sharing it with my mom, you know, and my mom actually is the first person who gave me that push, like, whatever it is that you want to do, don't let nobody else. No, that ain't what we do. If that's what you want to do, just don't quit. I'm going to stand behind you. I'm going to put money behind you, but just don't quit. You can't quit.
Facts.
So that's and you know, just not being supported just as a female, that's like a double whammy because it's already kind of hard being supported in your city, then being a female. That's like two hurdles you got to jump. But it's like, that's why I've been working so hard from teenage all the way up to now, is because I just been wanting, you know, people to just see. Like, she really can write. She really can rap. She really have content. She really can talk. I can wrap circles around a lot of dudes. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to.
Believe.
A lot of people don't even want to get in the ring with me. Like, I swear, like, during the pandemic, they was trying to put me up against people. Girls wouldn't even put their hand up and get in the ring with me. So I just had to be like, nah, I can't even.
So are you into battle rap?
That's where I stem from.
Okay,
I used to cipher.
Let's talk about it. The ciphers, because y'all come, straight from A-Man, one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies. And one of my homies just got booked to do some battle rap down here. We don't have that a lot down here.
Okay.
Or we don't have people that even want to do freestyles a lot here.
Oh, okay.
So just to see that still being relevant.
Oh yeah, it's very
it's
relevant
always
in
gonna
Detroit.
Be relevant.
It's very relevant
coming from it.
You got the Alpha League. You got the King of the D. You got certain outlets that's all about. You got Smack. You know what I'm saying? We see Calico and Marv Wine and all the the Quest McCody's. Everybody is still in it, and you just sharpen your steel. You get in front of people. Sometimes people will call you out, but sometimes you got to call them out and say, you know what? I think I can tell you. A matter of fact, I know. I know I can take you, but a lot of times they don't even want to get in the ring. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just was a start for me. I started out ciphering. Okay. Before I even took it seriously, it was more of a hobby. It just was like, oh Lord, I know how to do this, so I'm gonna do it more. And I eventually got my heart up, got in, jumped in with the fellas at the doggone lunch table and Cody, and been going on ever since then. I got signed when I was 16. I was a part of a label all the way up until I was 23. And then my label head, he went on vacation and came out on a different note. His mind was different when he came out. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to be around certain things. And, because music bring certain energy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if you're a rap artist, you might be around some negativity. You might be around violence. And, but lately, thank God that we've been around nothing but positivity. We haven't been around nothing violent or nothing like that. We just been having fun. But yeah, so that's just what it is. Being a woman, girl.
Girl, I listen.
You got to keep grinding it out.
I understand the struggle. Like I feel like it's with women, anything we do, it don't matter what field we in, they just want to make it hard because we a woman. And we gotta work 10 times harder. I
mean, especially if a person still got the old school mind frame of, you just supposed to sit at home, listen, submit, and have kids. Like, no, we strong.
Right.
Like, a lot of the times when you see these men being successful, they got a strong black woman behind them, pushing them, supporting them, holding them down. Because everybody want that, outside of your companionship, you want your companion to be your partner, to be your pea in the pod, and you can do more together than without. So if you coming home from going to the studio and you got to argue because you had a 12-hour block, come on, I had to leave a whole situation because of that. I'm like, nah, you don't support me because this is what I love. Yeah. And if you love me, you'll love that too.
Facts. Man, a lot of niggas be hating. They be hating on women. And you know what I'm saying? I love my black queen. I love my black kings.
Because it is some kings out here.
Yes, it is.
My man's Chise right here, my boy Bishop. I'm telling you, before, I even thought about stepping back out and doing my thing, he definitely sat me down and was like, Peter, give it one last shot. Because I swear I was like, I did enough. You know what I'm saying? I'd have won enough awards. I'd have been on enough things. I'm cool. Like, I'm content where he like, no, I can see you going bigger, further. You know what I'm saying? You have what is missing in the city. So he sat me down, told me what it was going to take. I'm like, damn, that much? But you know what I'm saying? Every time something came, we just tackled it and we here. I'm just happy.
Well, that's what's up, and we love to see it. Definitely, I love your vibe, but just listening, like reading about your story and just listening to your music. I just want to ask because I did see some of your influences on here, and it's some of my faves too. First, I got my girl MC Light. Shout out to MC Light.
Okay, everybody got that. You gotta love life. If you don't love life, something wrong with you.
I feel like people stop, like after a certain era, people stop acknowledging her. And like it just started becoming like, no shade to Lauryn Hill because I love Lauryn Hill too. Okay, she's definitely queen as well. But I feel like a lot of people started looking at her as a host. Like they forgot she used to rap. Like she's really an MC.
Yeah,
like her name is MC. Like
yeah.
But Roxanne Shante, I seen that was very interesting too. Like you just had a lot of my baddie ghosts, I wanna call them.
Yeah, I was young. My dad used to, my brother, I got a lot of uncles and my brother, so it was like a lot of men around me. And at one point in my life, all of us were staying in the same house. So my uncles would be playing their music real loud. And I'd be like, who was that? And he'd say, oh, this is Wu-Tang. I'm like, man, okay. But I'm little. I'm sucking it in like a sponge. And then, it'd be one of my uncles. He was a big West Coast fan. So he was playing a lot of the Corrupt, Daz, Lady of Rage, the Dr. Dre, the Chronic, back then. Then I had my brother. He was playing Bone Thugs and stuff like that. So I was just like taking it all in. But, just over time, just researching and seeing where it started from. You got to know where it started.
Yes.
You got to do your research and say, okay, this is what I want to represent. So once I knew what type of artist I wanted to be, then I started digging. And it was like, okay, if I want to be respected like this, I got to stick to my guns. And then on top of that, I want to represent. When I get to my pinnacle, I want them to look down at me and say, I'm proud I took my crown off and stepped out the booth and you here. I've been told that by Miss Corona. Shouts out to her. She told me that she was happy, with me just being on a female artist in Detroit. She's glad to finally just be able to step back and just watch. So that meant a lot to me.
Yeah, that's dope.
That meant a lot. She goes all over the world, and she was in 8 Mile too. You know what I'm saying? But she's known for being a nice female MC from Detroit, and everybody respects her. So when she came to me and told me that to my face, I was like, dang, okay. I mean, I'm on to something. Let me keep pushing.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would definitely say keep pushing too. I want to ask, being a female artist and with the bars that you spit, because they hard, and you know what I'm saying, and actually having something to talk about as a female artist, what do you think has to be done to get the masses to listen to more and more artists like you, more female artists like you? Because
I mean, the
it's
women
so easy to get to the City Girls and the Meg Thee Stallions.
It's everybody doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, that's so gimmicky. Like, but once you reach a certain age and once gravity get to pulling, what you gonna do? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gonna still be talking about you got that WAP and you got grandkids? Or, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
listen.
I mean, but I'm just saying, your grandkids running around, they can't even count, but they singing WAP.
It's a few.
Like, and then
a lot of these women are already up in age. And they lying about their age, okay? And now I'm going to put Cash down because she from Detroit.
That been and out there.
I got to ask y'all this. I'm going to ask y'all this at the end, though, after I say this.
Okay.
Cash Doll is one that lies about her damn age, and I don't understand it. And you know what? She got it from Nicki. And, I love Nicki to death. But this is how I know Nicki was lying about her age, too. Because I used to think she was 10 years older than me.
Okay.
Like, she was born in 84. I was born in 94. I was such a barb. Like,
okay.
That was my era. Okay, Nicki Minaj. But then kept saying, like, really, she was born in 82. And I remember somebody asked on an interview. And she went with the 84. Like, she never answered the question. But when old girl said 84, she was just like, she wanted to like counter respond. And I'm just like, what's going on? Like, y'all feel like, and I wonder, like, do they ask themselves like, damn, am I too old to be talking about my pussy? Like,
they might be a little embarrassed.
So they feel like they gotta, you know what I'm saying?
That might be, because sometimes they tell you to tell people that you're younger than what you really are.
Let me know something.
I think with the internet though, it killed that. I think that's kind of like old school, and I ain't necessarily saying like 90s era, more like 80s, 70s era in terms of like music, that you had to lie about your age like that. Because the internet is real time, especially with social media, so you get to see the behind the scenes to the behind the scenes. So it's kind of hard to tell your fans that you a certain age, because
they gonna go looking.
Lifestyle choices dictates that your age is different because you do different things as you get older. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder. But it's not a cap limit on music no more. I mean, when you seeing how long some of our legends been doing it, and then in modern time we got Griselda, and all the dudes in Griselda is mid-30s plus, and they pop now. They've been on the underground forever, but they pop now within like the last 2 or 3 years. So it's possible to still have your moment, whenever your moment hits. It's just about you staying dedicated.
Yeah.
For sure. And I was definitely going to ask, like, since you brought that up, do you think it should be an age cap on doing music? Because it is, like you said, a lot of people get on, they could be doing music for 10 plus years, and they might not get on till they 40, Two Chainz is hot.
Well, 2 Chainz, he was like 36, 37 when he cracked open. Like, he kind of been maintaining for like the last 3-4 years. But it is and it isn't. So I think depending on how you pressing in terms of your campaign, no, it's not an age limit. But most people generally at the latest pop in their mid-30s. But the average is between like 18 and 25. That's like the golden timeline. Like if you discover talent and you find talent, the younger you find them, the easier it is to mold them and push them and develop them. But you do got people like Jay-Z, who was 26 when Reasonable Doubt came out. So you do got people who catch it later, but ideally you want 18 to 25. Anything later after 25, that person to some degree was already campaigning and pressing in their own way. And they just kept it going until it started to bubble how they wanted to bubble. I mean, like Nipsey. Nipsey was grinding for a long time, and he didn't crack to like a couple years on the national level right before his untimely demise, but he had been grinding since his mid-20s. So it just depends on your situation.
I honestly think that when it only applies when it comes to content. Like, if you're a grown woman still rapping, like, you know, I think it depends on the subject matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cap on that for me.
Early.
Like, come on now. Like, you can't, certain age, you gotta evolve and grow at a certain point. So once you reach a certain mentality, then certain things is not gonna interest you anymore. Just like with Jeezy, how he came out the snowman and talking about dope and guns and money, and now he at the age like, hey man, I'm grown, I got grand, you know what I'm saying? I'm grown, I'm married, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that no more, you know? So it's like, I think it just depends on your mentality. Like, people change up, and a lot of times the fans don't want to grow with the artist. They'll look at you like a sellout. Like, if you grow and evolve and say, oh, I'm not talking about that no more, I'm on to this, I'm talking about, like Jay-Z done it. Like, he went from talking about the Black Knight, talking about Forbes and stuff that we don't even, because he's been there, so he's not in the neighborhood like we are anymore. You know what I'm saying? So his subject matters are different. He's talking about ownership. He's talking about a lot of things that he's going through. So I feel like just at a certain age, you have to evolve and you have to grow, and it's about something. You can't be immature forever, bro. You got, if you just stuck like that, then damn, I'm sorry. I don't know. Something wrong.
Yeah, no.
You have to eventually grow, evolve and grow your content and your vocabulary. Like,
that's a fact. I would agree. So where is Cash Doll from? Because every
Detroit.
time.
She from Detroit.
Where?
I don't. Was she from Finkel?
No.
Where's she from?
Dexter.
Okay.
Well, this is the first time I've got a real answer. Now, where is that?
That's
I'm not big and deep. Okay,
that's
the
like
West Side.
they don't know about Central High School.
Central Detroit.
Central
like,
Detroit, got you.
West Side,
Okay, I know about that.
West Side.
West
West
Side.
Side,
My people's from over east.
So,
Just to narrow it down.
Like South Side, West Side, right? So for us, it's West Side, East Side.
Mm-hmm.
Dexter is like southern part of West Side. It's like
Is it like a suburbs?
No. It's the hood.
Okay,
It's the hood.
Hell no.
I'm just saying, because
It's
I used to ask everybody what
You
Cash
got
Doll
the Dexter
from.
boys over there. It's the hood for sure.
And all my cousins, and maybe it could just be because they from the east side. You know, everybody, all my family from the east side of Detroit.
Okay.
But I do have some that live on the west side, but I'm sure they don't know who the hell Cash Doll is or whatever. But I be asking them like, yeah, like I always been tapped in with Detroit artists, like since Eminem, but then Big Sean, when Dej Love came out, like every time we go to Detroit, I'm with Dej Love neighborhood, like I'm making them take me to the, like I want to know, I want to see.
Okay.
And Cash Doll has always been a damn question mark. Like mother was like, shit, I don't know. She said she from Detroit, but I don't know where she from.
Yeah. She
That's
from,
crazy.
but she be around.
Got similar like backstory. So she danced, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? She worked 9 to 5s. She did her thing here and there, you know what I'm saying? But she's a working class artist.
Okay.
And once she got her moment, you know, she went on full blast with culturally what she wanted to represent as a Detroit female. But as far as her backstory, she worked odd-end jobs. She went to school, went to college, dropped out. Like, she did a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Okay. Well, we do love Cash Doll over here at the Chocolate Badge. So, that's why I Chocolate Badge. But I just be
No, I mean, you wanna
she
know,
actually
yes.
tweeted me back. I said I made a funny. Sometimes I be trolling on the internet, but I was leaving Detroit, and I'm like, y'all, I just left Detroit. They told me that Eminem the realest nigga here. T Greasley, he really. I said something about T Greasley, and I said, and Cash Doll really not from Detroit. but they let her say it because she cute. She talking about some laughing my ass off. T Grease ain't say no shit like that. You funny as hell. I'm just trying to figure out where's your block in Detroit, okay? Because I don't know. It's a little questionable right now. But shout out to sis. So Chise, how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music since I was basically a kid because I started like in the church. So I was like 6 years old.
And how was that for you as far as like starting off in church and then branching off as an artist as an individual?
For me, it kind of helped me creatively because like the form of preaching and the preachers, that was like my introduction to like MCing. Because those was like the first people I seen that actually controlled a crowd with their voice or with their, like, however they felt. That's how they made the crowd feel. So that was kind of like my introduction to MCing and knowing how to, you know what I'm saying, acting to like the public or whatever. But as I grew, you know, and just became a fan and a student of music, period. Like, you know what I'm saying, on my daddy's side, they was a part of the Motown era.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, just to get that old school teaching mixed in with the modern day, mixed in with, you know what I'm saying, gospel and old school quartet and all of that, it kind of, you know, balanced me out to have a, you know what I'm saying, an open ear.
That's what's up, man. You know you giving me vibes. So I know you sound like a little bit Nas. It's the accent. Man. It's the accent.
Lisa's one of the greats. You know what I'm saying?
He is one of the greats.
Right.
And it's just the voice. I don't know. You just giving me Nas vibes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'll take it.
Who are some of your influences?
Jay, Nas, Detroit Wise, of course, Royce, Slum Village. Shout out to the big homie Super MC. It's I can go on and on. Really, I don't want to just keep naming people, but good. You know what I'm saying. A lot of a couple little ATL influences, Ludacris. You know what I'm saying, Outkast. Well, it's one more Meth, Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang Clan. Period. Them definitely some
just to
some
name
goats.
A few. Like I said, I can keep going on and on.
Now, how did you link up with P Dot and how did y'all become a part of the Varsity Music Group?
I first met P Dot like 7 years ago.
Okay.
Like
I locked in.
That long?
It was about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, about 6-7 years ago, we met at a show. And, you know, just like a regular Detroit nigga, I was just an admirer. And then I turned into a fan. You know what I'm saying? And as we just continued to run into each other into shows, you know what I'm saying, we obviously eventually worked together. And then, you know, we was winning a lot of the, like she always won them first. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in her shadow since day one. Yeah, like I've been in her shadow since day one. So it was like, you know, we just kept finding our names in the same pots. So it was just a friendship and just being a fan kind of like developed all from there. B Scarf, he was the boss man that was giving opportunities at the time. Yeah. And I was taking whatever was given. Like if it was an open mic till 4 a.m, I was doing it at that time. So what draw me to him was he was actually having like big time names or, you know, local legend names that was on his show. So I know with that came a bigger crowd, a bigger audience, more exposure. So that kind of opened my mind up to wanting to work and be a part of what he had going on. And as time went on, he was throwing more opportunities. And my thing was just to make the best out of the opportunities that was given to me. So from there, he reached out to me on a personal tip, and we ended up having a conversation. After that conversation, like a year went by, you know, just dealing with life and, you know, personal things of that nature. He reached back out to me with another opportunity, and I took it. And from there, we sat back down at the table, and here we are.
Hey, man, that's lit. You definitely, man. You don't
it was
see a
all
lot of
years
people,
in the making.
Right? You don't see a lot of people being locked in for so long, you know what I'm saying? So to see that y'all, you know, networking and connecting and supporting each other, that's dope. That's what it's about. I almost forgot what I was gonna say, but that's what it's about. Helping each other grow and supporting each other, especially being individual artists yourself. So you know what I'm saying. You can always use the extra support.
Always.
For sure. I want to talk about. Oh no, I have a question for you, B Scott. What made you specifically choose P. Dot and Chise to be a part of your music group?
Long story short, I don't know why this just came over me, but shout out my brother, Bishop, a.k.a. Gotti. Being real, because I haven't had a chance to say this before, music was his dream. My dream was basketball first. And when I graduated from college and had my run with basketball as a college athlete, him and along with some other childhood friends and family members brought the whole idea of doing music to me. And I'm very grateful, and I just want to take this moment to tell him thank you. Like, I really mean that, bro. Like thank you. Because in that moment, you know, we all grew apart, got married, had kids, things was changing. And him bringing the opportunity also brought me back because I got lost in just being a dad and husband and doing all those other things. But long story short, to your question, a similar vibe came with Dot and Chise because I had saw them grow and develop down through those years that they were just referencing, performing on platforms that I was a part of, some that I did on my own, some I collaborated with. And I always took a liking to just how they carried themselves on and off stage. I wasn't necessarily super fans of the music at the time. I was probably more so fans of their performance ability on stage. And then the more I got to research them and study them, I became fans of their music. And I always said if I ever had a chance of doing it again, kind of like on my own terms, they would be people that I wanted to work with. Because I've done this a couple times now. And not to say I didn't do it on my terms, but timing is everything. Like sometimes you can have great ideas and not have the right people. Or you can have both of those but not have necessarily the capital to do it. And so this truly was a perfect storm in terms of taking the downtime we had during the pandemic last year and just wanting to, you know, break bread and be around genuine energy. Like Chise for me, like as a real brother, you know, I kind of got like a orphan background, so I don't have like a lot of family. So I look at him like a real brother. So he come over, we kick it, you know, he play with my kids, and then we talk about music. So it kind of happens organically. And the same way with Dot. So it's just, at the end of the day, working with him, it came out of personal relationships. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily me just thinking like, oh, I want to work with him because it's a good business move. It's like I was genuinely invested in their personal well-being, which turned into a business well-being.
That's what's up, man. We love to see it over here at the Chocolate Baddie Show, man. That's what it's all about, being genuine. Like I said, like sticking together and just supporting each other. So shout out to y'all. You know, I'm rocking with you. Y'all just gained a new fan because, you know, I'm fucking with the vibes.
Appreciate you. iLLANOiZE.
Period. Y'all know that. Now, y'all know when y'all come tap in, y'all got to check in with the illest, the realest, the trillest.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
For sure.
Come over here and make a lot of noise every time.
Period. Hey. I want to tap into this next banger, but before I play it, I want you guys to give out y'all social media. Let everybody know where they can follow you, stream your music, where they can tap in with y'all.
Instagram, you can follow me there, p.music, PDOTMUSIC on Instagram, and .gang on Instagram as well, DOTG, 6 A's, NG. And you can follow me on Facebook. That's my personal page, Pamela P. Willis. You talk to me, I will talk back. Follow me, I will follow you back. And you can tap in on my artist page on Facebook as well, P. Go to www.dotgang.net, DOTGANG.net, and you can get caught up on everything from the old to the new. My bio is there. All my music is there. You can tap in my Instagram there. Honestly, you can just hit that. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, see all the YouTube videos, playlists, everything, and the albums. You can check them out. Got Coney Island 1 for the free download on there. You can purchase Coney Island 2. Got Problem Child 1. I got a lot of giveaways on there, so y'all just go tap in and you know, enjoy.
Period.
What up, though? You can follow me on IG at 3269Chise, Chise. Facebook, Mason D-Boy Chise. You can also check out my official website, dboysound.com, all lowercase. It got all the albums, you know what I'm saying? Like P. Dot just said, Coney Island 1 is available for free download. Coney Island 2 is on there. My solo album, Club Shirley's, is on there, which is what I dropped last Thanksgiving. My collaboration project with Merch Music, shout out to him, Chop Suey, is available on there. All the videos dating back to like 2010 to now. You know what I'm saying? You can catch up on all the performances, interviews, everything. Once again, official website, dboysound.com, all lowercase. And then you can also check out the YouTube channel, Mason Made.
Brown skin and she tatted up. Chocolate patty, shorty, finding what? Oh my God, black stomach